Good morning, children. Come back to the continuation of the second chapter, Mauritius. We have gone through the lesson. This Mauritius is a tiny island in the Indian Ocean situated below the equator, and it has strange juxtapositions in congruous, odd mixtures of race and languages. Here, many different language speaking people are living together harmoniously, and we can find Africans, Chinese, Biharis, Dutch, Persians, Tamils, Arabs, French, and English. These all people live together harmoniously. And the ancestors of these inhabitants were brought here as slaves or later as indentured laborers to work in sugarcane fields and factories, or to cut timber in the jungle and haul it to the ports by the colonists. The people are extremely relaxed and warm towards strangers. Even the government officers in Port Louis, the seat of government, are friendly. In the continuation of the lesson we are going to learn today, the same atmosphere of friendliness prevails even in Port Louis. The seat of government, the cabinet ministers and others in high positions do not act as if they were born to the grace. They are just like ordinary people one bumps into in an airport lounge or a hotel lobby. They are unassuming, accessible, communicative, and above all, go about without a protective shield or hangers on and security meant to repel casual approaches. I am shown a modest looking flat in a busy street lined with shops and crawling traffic. It is the residence of the Prime Minister of Mauritius. Port Louis brings to my mind Joseph Conrad and Mugham. This little port town seems as if it were built at the suggestion of these writers. To suit their novels and short stories, merchant ships, travelers, dingies stand anchored in the harbour with the cobwebs of ropes and festoons of flags hanging from their mast. Grimy sailors and dock hands in seamen's caps lounge on oil drums and packing cases or lean against bleak house walls, smoking pipes. Sugarcane fields like a carpet of green cover the island on all sides as far as the eye can see up to the foot of the distant blue mountains that ring the island, a volcanic happening of geological ages. These mountains do not have the traditional monotonous pyramidal shapes. Their outlines are freakish and whimsical, with unexpected sweeps and perpendicular drops and pinpointed peaks, precariously doing a balancing act with boulders as big as the skyscraper. Children, are you following? What do you mean by lounge? Lounge means lie or sit or stand in a relaxed way. What do you mean by approaches? Way of approaching or entering a place. And what do you mean by precariously? Precariously means depend on chance or uncertain or risky. Next paragraph is, there is no railway in Mauritius. Well-maintained trunk and arterial roads connect various villages and towns. Cutting through the ubiquitous sugarcane fields, Although the whole country is only 64 km by 50 km in size, driving round the island for sightseeing makes me feel curiously that I am in a place as sprawling as India. But the excellent weather and breathtaking landscapes all around make me up for many hours spent just sitting inside a car. It is very common for people to drive up and down an average 70 km to a cocktail party or dinner with friends. Here, what do you mean by ubiquitous? Ubiquitous means omnipresent or seeming to be everywhere. And what do you mean by sprawling? Sprawling means be of loose or irregular form. And the next paragraph is, I note the trees here are so unlike the gigantic specimens I have seen in Andaman Islands. Disappointingly enough, they are short and gnarled even in the interior of jungles, looking just like abnormally overgrown bonsai. These jungles have no tigers or lions or elephants or any kind of wildlife. There are not even poisonous or snakes or insects. The bat was the only mammal before man arrived on the island with the monkey and the deer centuries ago. Unfortunately, birds are dwindling in number and variety. The dodo, a bird which could not fly and which certainly had no claims to beauty and elegance, was a native of this island and mercifully is extinct now. And so are the giant tortoise of the Aldabra variety, of which a few specimens have been brought and kept in an enclosure in the botanical gardens at Pomlemosus. What do you mean by gigantic? Gigantic means extent. What do you mean by gnarled? Gnarled means ragged. What do you mean by bonsai? Bonsai means the art of growing miniature ornamental trees. What do you mean by dwindling? Dwindling means gradually become smaller or weaker. Students, are you following? Next, 11th paragraph. The people of Mauritius shudder to think of the night the king cyclone struck them. On February 6, 1975, a 320 km broad howling wind moved in at some 255 km per hour. The eye of the cyclone alone, I am told, was 48 km wide, and it churned the country for 2 days, relentlessly flattening everything that stood, smashing windows and doors, tearing up rooftops, uprooting trees and bringing them down on buildings. Now, of course, the island has recovered from the devastation. So, some of the meaning we can learn now. Howling means loud cry of pain. Churned means move about vigorously. Relentlessly means never stopping or ending. Flattening means making flat. And devastation means destroy or ruin. So suddenly there came king cyclone, struck the area with a howling wind, moved at some around 255 km per hour, and it was relentless. It was having 2 days, relentlessly flattening everything that stood, and smashing the windows and doors, tearing up all the rooftops, uprooting trees and bringing them down on buildings. The next one is now, of course, the island has recovered from the devastation. Devastation means destroy or ruin. But the valley of the dead trees gives me a fair idea of the enormous violence with which the cyclone had struck these people, who are actually quite used to facing these storms as they are an annual event in Mauritius. Enormous means very large violence with which the cyclone had struck these people in the event in Mauritius. But the big ones come only once in 15 years. The sad part of it is by the time the next one is due, the memory of the previous disaster fades or nearly comes to be believed as a myth. Myth means false belief. So again, trees are planted in congested areas, tall buildings come up, plate glass picture windows are fixed and rooftops are put up with an eye on elegance. Already we have learned the meaning of elegance. What do you mean by elegance? Elegance means graceful or attractive. But sure enough, at the end of the 15-year period, the king cyclone appears promptly on the horizon to surprise the people of Mauritius. Promptly means make something happen. Next, a coral reef runs all round the island parallel to the shoreline, keeping the hysterical waves away at a safe distance from the beaches. The calm turquoise blue lagoons of Mauritius thus have become world famous. They are still and calm like lotus ponds and are a delight to those who like water sports such as scuba diving, swimming, surf riding, speedboat racing and yaaching. In some places the sea is so shallow there is even horse riding. What is the meaning of coral reef? Coral means pinkish red color. Reef means coral just above or below the surface of the sea. And what do you mean by lagoons? Lagoons means salt water. Scuba diving means swimming underwater using an aqualung. And the next one is, my wife and I, being aquatic, we watch with amusement the avidity of the tourists from all parts of the world extracting every bit of fun that the magnificent beach could yield. Yield means protect. Avidity means eagerness. We step into a glass-bottomed boat carefully without getting our feet wet and go on a cruise to observe submerged coral reefs and marine life. I see seashells on yellow sands. To start with, little undefinable creatures, stray bits of seaweed float by. Alarmed crabs scurry for shelter. Then comes the skeleton-like formation of coral. The sea deepens, pale green bushes, slimming white blobs, big as pumpkins, lobsters, slithering snaky forms. Here the author comes across different types of fishes with different colors as he along with his wife went on for boating. Children, today we are unable to finish the session, so the remaining part will be continued in the next day. Go on, repeat reading and learn to understand the lesson properly and learn the new words and its meanings. Thank you.